everybody, and welcome back to Life on the Flipside. It's been a while.
Maybe tell them better yet.
Oh,
Ring, ring. Why don't you give me a call?
see, we've been having a little concert here backstage while
Oh,
waiting to go live.
bugger off.
So, before we get to the concert part, I do want to say, because someone's just reminded me there in the chat, tomorrow is Memorial Day for those in the US. And I do wish to convey my condolences for anyone who has lost family due to war. And I wish everybody a very happy Memorial Day. I know it's a time for families to get together and to remember those that we've lost. And for those who are still living under war-like conditions, particularly in the likes of Ukraine and Yemen and other places around the world, our thoughts are with you guys as well. So I did want to start off by saying, best of luck to people in Ukraine. There's been over 30,000 Ukrainians to enter into Ireland. They are now starting to be looked after. But we hope that the war is going to end very, very soon. The sooner the better.
Agreed.
So, yeah. Welcome back.
They'd better end it. They have a Eurovision to take care of next year.
Oh, and I love the fact that Zelensky said we'll do it in Mariupol. The one place that has been bombed to shit beyond anywhere else. But anyway, very, very resilient spirit, and I hope it ends soon. But yeah, welcome to another Sunday afternoon, night, morning, whatever it is for you guys. I am here with my co-host, Stephen Cup of Reason. What's been going on?
Hey. Things are picking up. I'm finally starting to get a handle on the rebuild and had my first official full-length Real Reason last night. And our good friend Nimrod was there with me and his little girl. So we had a fun time. Things are picking up. 2 more days and the school year is over.
Nice. Speaking of Nimrod, we have Nimrod here and his daughter. Hello.
Yes, hello. Say hello, Molly.
Hello.
Now, your daughter was giving us a little concert before.
Stop. Don't. Sable.
Can you sing that
save
song
me.
again?
Baby cat.
I can save you.
Baby cat.
No.
Yes, I love it.
I can save you with a song that's just for you.
Molly, why you do that to me, Molly? Why?
When I kiss the teacher.
By special request from special request by SCO.
And with that, I'd like to segue over to our next guest, Mr. Sable.
What the heck? Yeah, there's
What the heck
stuff
was that?
about ducks. There's stuff about ducks that we'll get into now in a few minutes. But say, Beagle, how are you? It's been a while.
It has. I spotted the goat, and you immediately became too ill to do Life on the Flip Side for 3 weeks.
Oh
I
no!
was starting to take it personally.
I am sorry.
I'm like, what the hell is that picture doing behind your left shoulder in the background here?
Yeah, because you messaged me, and I was sitting there like you messaged me on Discord. I was like, you have to put it in the chat. But I didn't know if you wanted to come on, so I'm happy you did.
Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, what is that picture on the back right over your shoulder, Crafty?
I have no idea. I'm not involved in the making of the sets. Reason, explain yourself. What the fuck?
Hey man, don't blame me. Blame the photographer who took the picture. Blame the interior decorator who did up this place.
Fucking Maggie Thatcher of all people, like, get the fuck.
Yeah, kind of the last person you want to see in a pub.
Last person you want to see ever.
It's probably not who it is, Etty, but like it looks very much like. And if this is a pub in Dublin, it's very unlikely that Maggie Thatcher would actually be hanging in a pub in Dublin because we fucking hated her.
Whether Maggie Thatcher will be hanging in the pub, or whether a picture of Maggie Thatcher will be hanging in the pub.
Well yeah, that's an important difference.
You got the Queen over my left shoulder.
Oh yeah, I noticed Her Majesty over there.
Yeah, see, this can't be Dublin. This can't be a pub in Dublin. And if it is, Nimrod, when you come home, we have some work to do.
Yeah, we have some vandalism to or shenanigans to create.
Absolutely. Love the
to be quite
shenanigans.
honest, I don't quite remember what this picture is actually.
I will find it, and
Well,
it will be
I made it
destroyed.
3 weeks ago.
Yes.
And then
So
it took-
okay. I do need to explain. I do need to explain where I've been. I've been mainly in my bed. I'm not even going. I'm not even joking.
So your
So
OnlyFans account is taken off when?
no. I have to get some stuff up there before. Like I have to get some stuff prepared before I go all out. But no. I am now reaching this 7 months pregnant. And so with that comes certain responsibilities. And one of the main responsibilities is that I have to look after myself before anything else. So
Mhm.
between I hear an angry cat.
Oh yeah. No, I have a crutch, and sometimes I play with her and touch her paws with my crutch, and she gets angry at it.
Then why do it? Like why
Well,
upset your cat?
Molly's actually the one who's guilty on this occasion because she's seen me do it. But the cat's in a playful mood, and she likes to play.
And I
Then
also
have
want
some
Okay.
toys. I don't know. Don't take that out of context. I know half of you in that chat now. Keep your minds clean. It's a fucking Sunday. Yeah. So that's where I've been. I've been looking after myself. I've been doing antenatal classes. I've been to and from the doctors and to and from the hospitals and to and from everywhere. And I've just been absolutely exhausted and no energy for live streaming. So I'm sorry, but when I do have the energy, as you can see, I'm here. And you all
Absolutely.
have to fucking put up with me. Well,
Yep.
yeah.
That's the excuse, Crafty. Come on, just tell the world that you just didn't want to have me on.
Yeah.
No comment.
Well, you are heading back to the Emerald Isle, so I think maybe you should start preparing your visa from Kraftichenko.
Yeah, when are you coming back?
Yeah, end of June, mid-July-ish.
Ooh, so just before my baby's born.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to get my fellow Northsiders to build a wall so you can't come over to Liffey.
See, here's the thing. I'm living on the north side at the moment.
At the moment, yes.
Yes. So
Remember that,
when I
at
get
the moment.
when I get back to well, okay, I won't. When I live on the south side, I don't go anywhere beyond Parnell Street because it's not worth it. You know.
Yeah, Southside is definitely not worth it.
I know when I live on the south side.
Did you just say you were going to build a wall to stop her coming across a river?
I know,
Build a
right?
wall down the middle of the sodding river. Only
Well,
an
Oh,
island,
I'd love
right?
to see that. I'd love to see Nimrod just like trying to build a wall in the middle of the Liffey. Don't
Well,
let her
the-
pass.
The Liffey has enough bridges on it that it's too easy to get across. So I have to build something to stop her.
But you can't.
You do realize I can get across to the north side without crossing the actual Liffey in town. You'd have to do it like right around the city.
But
Even
I'm
the
aware of that.
M50, the M50 just blocked off by a wall halfway through.
It used to be before they removed the tolls.
Yes, but not anymore because I'm loved. Anyway.
too loud. I can't hear the TV.
Closer.
I think we should do that
Molly's
with the
complaining because my
M25 all
television's
the way.
too low.
We should have
can
a
sit
wall
closer.
between the clockwise and anti-clockwise M25, including all the way down, cutting all the underpasses and up to cut all the bridges over it to completely isolate London.
Mr.
Oh,
E-Man
that's a good
says,
idea.
Mr. E-Man says, I live in a place for real people and I know that Tony lives in my region.
Yes,
You mean
it
Snoozeville?
does.
Snoozeville, yes.
do you, Mr. E-Man, do you enjoy going to book club with Tony? Read Lord of the Rings?
So, yeah, he loves Lord of the Rings, doesn't he? But I went over to Glasgow. Glasgow is like the only city that has a motorway through the fucking city. And I don't understand why. I don't think Glaswegians understand why, but I really
Yeah.
don't understand why. But there's a motorway actually going through the city.
Yes,
Maybe it's because it's the fastest way through.
Yeah, people don't want to stop in Glasgow. Can't really blame them for that.
Hi, welcome to Glasgow. Bye, Glasgow.
How the fuck do I get out of here?
How do I
Everyone was
get
doing
through
70 miles an
Glasgow
hour
without
anyway,
going
so might as well
into
make it official.
Glasgow?
Teddy says it's
had-
because Glasgow rocks.
No, it's because
No,
Glaswegians throw rocks.
Yes, that's my exact thought.
If you actually
Glasgow
slow
is
down
a
to
rock.
less than 70 miles per hour in Glasgow, you get done for curb crawling anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, poor Tatty. Because Tusk isn't here, we pick on Tatty. It just happens. It happens.
Well, you know.
So, those of you who are not in my Discord, something came up this week. We all know how much Tusk loves ABBA.
Oh,
I found out that ABBA was doing a reunion tour, but because they're all old and wrinkly and they can't actually do any of the fucking lack of dance routines that ABBA have, so they can't actually stand on stage and like switch which way their bodies are. They decided to use CGI, and it's so fucking funny. It's so funny. But I do think Tusk, the big ABBA fan, as Clive puts it, I do think Tusk should be there in person to enjoy the CGI ABBA like it is like it was in their heyday. I think he'd get a lot out of it.
Do you
I think
think?
so.
Do you think Tusk is just angry that he's not allowed to get up on stage and actually dance with ABBA for real?
Probably.
If Tusk
Probably.
ever got near ABBA, I'd be very, very scared for ABBA. Yes, hashtag get Dulcimer to dance.
I think we should start a GoFundMe. Get him some tickets to that. Maybe send him some fancy dress with the knee-high silver boots.
Yep. Well, we already got Dulcimer to sing Dancing Queen, which was awesome.
There you go.
I don't want to
Anything's
imagine. I don't want to imagine Tusk in a mini dress.
Oh, I do. See, weirdly enough, I've met Tusk in real life, so I know what Tusk looks like. And no, I'm not going to reveal anything.
Just
Etty is in the chat. Etty, do you think we can get him an ABBA outfit for Dulcimer? For purely scientific reasons.
Oh, please, Eddie, say yes. Say you can do it. Just one photo would be a decade worth of content.
If you can get me his measurements and the fabric, I can make him an ABBA outfit.
Oh man.
Oh, I do.
I would love that
I
idea.
do. Bloody ridiculous. I still have a big bag of teddy bear stuffing. I could make him an ABBA outfit with built-in boobies.
Ooh. Say we need to have a chat with that. He would not be very happy, but I think we can bully him. I mean, his stubbornness, yes, he's a very, very stubborn human being. But his stubbornness mixed with the sense of humor he has, he might just go along with it. I'm still trying to get him to do Night Fever, by the way.
He might.
She wants the teddy bear stuffing because she likes to Build-A-Bear things. No, you can't have the stuffing.
Quote that out of context if you dare.
Oh, that'd be so easy. And again, that's kind of why I love this show, because like you never know what's going to be talked about, what's going to be brought up. And say, why the fuck do you have animal bear stuffing thing? What? How? Or do I even want to know?
Because I made an octopussy cat once. And that's,
You made a what?
An octopussy cat.
Why?
Why not?
Do you have a picture of this? Pictures or it didn't happen? Pictures or it didn't happen? Build a Tusk.
Maybe? Hang on.
Pictures or it didn't happen. I need to see this. I need to see an Octokitty.
It may not be the best octopus cat around, but I wonder where it would be if I had a picture of it. This
Now,
is the
isn't
problem
it-
when you have like pictures, and you have your junk pictures, and you have documents, and you have backup pictures, and you have a separate folder for like motivational posters. You forget which one you put it in. I should just have one folder, which is just everything. and you can never
Surely, if
find
you
it in there.
type into the search bar octopusy, I don't know. Although you might be put on a few lists after that.
Exactly.
James Bond film, isn't it? So you just get a lot of results from that.
No dragons for Tusk.
No stuffed dragons for Tusk.
Well, I still have my dragon. So when I went away to Wales, I was given a dragon, and yeah, I still have my dragon. I take care of my dragon.
And Tusk is insanely jealous.
I think Tusk was more insanely jealous of one, the idea of it and how Tina went about it, because it was genius, and two, the fact that it was handed to Etty and not him. Although I did a similar thing around Easter time, where I got an egg and like a dinosaur, but it looked like a dragon, and I went to give it to Tusk, and then said, "This is not for you; it's for Etty."
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's evil.
Just a bit. And what I love about Tusk, he knows it's evil, and that's why he loves it. He finds it fucking hilarious. He has the same kind of sense of humor that I do. And once something takes off, it's a weird thing, because once something takes off, it's very hard to stop it. You know?
Especially with Tusk, because he just plays into it so well about
Yeah.
faking his anger over loving Abba.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's almost like you throw a punch and he leans into it.
Tusk did get
Exactly.
Tusk got a hobby horse. He's happy with his hobby horse.
There
Lady
you go.
Beyond Mountjoy the third. I don't know. I can't remember. Etty will tell you more about that fucking hobby horse.
Every time he mentions Mountjoy, there's just one picture that comes into my head,
What's
and
that?
that's the prison.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, your prisons of Europe, Mountjoy is a very famous prison in Dublin, which is an absolute shithole, and it's for kind of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of scum of humanity in Ireland.
Yep.
The worst of the worst.
Yeah, my cousin ended up there, and he was only gone 18. And because he had all of these racist tendencies and racist beliefs and stuff like that, mainly because of just the way he grew up. And by being in there, it showed him how bad it could be. So he kind of, when he got out, he transferred to another prison because he should never have been in the Joy in the first place. But he changed his life. He now has 2 children, a wife, fucking a house. He's doing very well, but like the Joy, it scares the shite out of me, because I had to go in there to him once,
Oh,
and
God.
I've never had any desire to go into the Joy at all.
Yeah, I had to drive by it a lot, going to where my aunties and family live. Not a very nice looking place from the outside. I'm glad I never ever had
It's
to go
not.
in.
It's not very nice inside either, but it's nothing compared to some of the US prisons. Like,
Well, I mean, the US prisons at least have toilets in the cells.
yeah, I don't know about the conditions inside the Joy. I don't want to know the conditions inside the Joy. Anyone that ends up in the Joy is basically screwed,
Yep.
Yeah.
and it's their own fucking
Literally
fault.
the end of the road.
Wait, I see someone saying whiskey. Who has whiskey? No, E-Man. You have to spell it properly. There's like, Taddy is going to try and corrupt you, but the way you spelled it is the correct way of spelling it. Okay, so don't fall for Tatty's little trick there.
Yeah, you have to take your whiskey with lots of E.
Maybe not lots of E, but like,
Mhm.
because that'd be quite worrying. But yeah. So what has everyone been up to? Because
Just
I've missed out on so fucking much lately.
Yeah, no, I've just been busy breaking my ankle and yeah.
Well,
Right at
I think after the baby shark incident, I think Reason will say you deserve that.
I did that before the baby shark incident.
man, I swear to God. I swear to God, man. You're gonna drive me over the edge. Don't you start there, buddy. Holy.
It's okay. I'll find the video of my nephew. My nephew had his confirmation this week.
No.
My nephew
don't
had
want
his
to see it.
confirmation this week, and when all of the kids had gone and there was only about 5 people left, they all got up on this little stage thing and did Baby Shark. And so I recorded it especially for Steam and Couple reason.
Oh man, keep it. Bury it. Burn it.
That
Keep it.
kind of thing needs to be shared with the person
No.
that loves the song
No.
so much.
Oh, stop.
It's like Tusk with Dancing Queen. Like,
Mhm.
if there's a new version of Dancing Queen, I have to send it to Tusk. I don't really get a choice in that.
Damn.
See, now, right. This settles it. Blue Marble Science spelled it correctly. So now you all have to spell it correctly because Blue Marble fucking spelled it like that. So, Blue, it's nice to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well. It was nice to see you. I popped into Terry's stream there, the Aussie's Perspective, for a little while. I like to lurk because the streams go on for like 7-8 hours or something.
Oh, I know they're deadly long streams.
But it is nice. It is nice to be able to just jump in and listen to people talk and stuff.
Yeah. Always good to see Blue. I've been rewatching a few of his videos lately just for the laugh.
I think Blue. I think you have a new stalker. No, Blue's awesome.
No, they just keep coming up in my feed, so I figure out what.
Only I am allowed to stalk Blue Marble Science. Okay, let's just get that out there, right? Only I am allowed to do it. I'm joking. Tusk is
I guess you want that Tennessee voice all to yourself, right?
You can't do it. You can't do it.
Eddie has a report for us.
Tusk is in bed. I think he's hungover. I don't blame him.
Scottish people can stop drinking long enough to get hungover?
I know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
How does that work?
It happens. It happens on a Sunday. That's why it's the day of rest. Yeah, because for like 3 hours they stop drinking for like an hour, like for 3 hours, and then all of a sudden it hits them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't drink to get a buzz. They drink to keep the buzz.
They drink just to be normal.
Enjoy the peace while you can. Once you lay the egg and it hatches, the spawn of crafty will keep you awake for the next 6 months. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Who is that actually aimed at? Hey, Taddy, who's that actually aimed at? So I don't mind. I don't mind the being up. I don't mind being awake. I don't mind going without sleep. What I can't stand is this hurry up and wait situation that I'm in at the moment, where I have 2 months fucking left. I have a month to maternity leave. My job is driving me fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hormones all over the fucking place. It's not being pregnant is a bollocks. I'm gonna say that now. But yeah, once the baby drops, I'm gonna put it like that. Once baby drops, I'll be a lot happier because like the toll that it's taking on my body at the moment feels very oppressive and exhausting. Yeah. And I've never been as tired. I've never felt tiredness like this. I've felt tired before. I've gone like fucking 7 days or 8 days without sleep, but I've never felt this level of exhaustion.
And Taddy Bogle, the only thing I really have wrong with that there is 6 months. I mean, yeah, I was told you won't
And
get
the
any
rest.
sleep for 6 months. My
16
little one
years,
is
mate.
nearly. My little one is 10. And I
it's still
haven't gotten
happening.
proper sleep.
They only ever tell you half the story. When mom's awake, so is daddy.
Yeah. Like I don't mind it. I don't mind the not sleeping. I've run my life pretty much on 3 to 5 hours sleep a night anyway. So I don't mind that. Even and you have to remember, 7.5 years birthing baby goats, I still had to get up all hours of the night, day and night to feed them every 4 hours. So I'm used to that. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is what's happening right now. I have absolutely no control over, and for those of you who have never had pregnancy in your immediate lives, I have what's called hyperemesis, and it's like extreme vomiting. So that leaves me even more exhausted. When I have tablets to help subside that, and they're like 200 quid for the tablets. It's ridiculous.
Oh
200 a
my
month.
God.
And because they're seen at, they're 50 quid or 40 quid over in Spain, like, and they're 200 quid in Ireland. It's ridiculous. But they help curb a lot of the vomiting. But there's times where they don't work, and so it's like 3 days with non-stop sickness for like 27 times a day. I am not overestimating, I'm not over exaggerating. It is that rough. It's that bad. I can't even keep down water. That's how bad it's been. So that's why I haven't been streaming. But I would much rather the screaming baby in my face to this.
Yeah,
And everyone keeps telling me, don't wish your pregnancy away. No, I fucking wish it away right now.
I also have tablets to help me not get sick from some of the other medications I'm on. And it's kind of hard to not get sick when the second after you swallow that tablet to stop you getting sick, you get sick.
Yeah. That's what was happening. So with the caravan, with what I'm on at the moment, they tell you to take 1 twice a day and then 2 at night. My whole thing was so extreme. I was taking the tablet and immediately vomiting it back up. So I was told to take 2. And then the last time I was in with my midwife, she was like, you're taking 2 at a time? Oh, well, that's not really... No, it was another midwife in that same hospital that told me to take the 2. I was there from 9:30 till about 2-3 o'clock. Just to see a doctor to tell me, yeah, it was fine. I was ready to kill someone. I don't know. Do you want sympathy? Like, I'd get fucking sympathy off anyone fucking here, man. No, I
was
don't.
actually thinking it sounds familiar. You're carrying around about 10 pounds of weight you don't really want to be carrying everywhere. That's actually doing you no good at all.
Yeah.
You're wearing out all your joints. Your teeth are slowly disappearing. Your body rejects everything you try to eat.
Your hair's falling out.
You can guarantee that in your immediate future, there is going to be someone who hasn't grown up screaming in your face pretty much non-stop.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds a lot like being in the army.
Yeah.
And that's just her boyfriend.
No comment there. No comment there.
Even the 3 hours sleep a night sounds a lot like being in the army.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much. Only it's kind of more oppressive because, like, you actually have to hand feed the fuckers as well.
At least
in the army, they feed themselves. You might have to supply the food, but they can actually feed themselves, whereas you're literally wiping their arses and fucking spoon feeding them or bottle feeding them. Yes, I agree.
That sounds like a couple of sergeants I knew.
Yeah.
The army is easy compared to kids. Thank
Oh, no
you,
kidding,
Blue.
man. No kidding. I mean, you
But-
think it's bad taking care of one kid wiping noses and butts. Try 37 at a time every damn day of the year.
Yeah, but you chose to do that. No sympathy here either. Like,
Oh, man.
in fairness, no, I'm not expecting sympathy. I'm just explaining how excessive it can be.
Yeah.
It's and just explain that's why I haven't been streaming, and I miss streaming, but I just haven't had the energy.
Mm.
So yeah,
There you go. And with that being said, let's move on to ducks.
yes.
Let's move on to
All
ducks.
the
Where's my
ducks.
ducky?
Quack, 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 quack.
Where's
Quack.
the video? No, if I play the video, I'd probably get fucking copyright struck or some shit.
Probably.
But yeah, because I'm a random weirdo, I came across this video, and it was originally a TikTok video, but there's very few people that I share all my crazy with. Tatty is one of them, Tusk is one of them, Etty is one of them, Reason is one of them. But I sent just for the crack, I sent Tatty during the week a video of how to pick up a duck with consent. Just cause it was there, and I think everyone should know how to pick up. So if you type into YouTube, because it was originally on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok because TikTok is shit. But if you type it into YouTube, it'll come up as a little short as well. But it's like number 5 or some shit. But yeah, it's how to pick up a duck with consent. I think everyone should know how to pick up a duck with consent.
Consent is very important.
Absolutely, always.
Hey, careful with your feet, boy. Yeah, I think an awful lot of us have seen that video, Archangelus. It's been on 9gag and all over the place.
Everybody needs to see that video. It's a must. Like
There's
it's one of
several
those
of them.
essential life videos that everybody needs to see.
My maternal grandfather was a farmer at the Dales, and he had some very, very good advice about picking up ducks and holding ducks. Just keep the backside pointed away from you.
Yeah, there's even a troubleshooting video on what you're doing wrong trying to pick up a duck consensually.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. What? I love the vid of Jerry the duck. That is an attack duck. Ooh.
An attack duck.
There
I've
is
heard
such
of
a thing of it.
geese.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, geese are fucking evil. That's why I like them so
You're
much.
right. Especially Canadian geese.
They'll chase you halfway across town.
Oh no, I chased them back.
I've had a goose try to mug me.
Okay, tell this story. Tell this story. I need to hear it.
I was learning a foreign language for work-related reasons.
Okay.
And one of the ways you can help with this is to write the English on one side of a card and the foreign on the other. And you have this big stack of cards which you shuffle, and then you just sit and go through them. Read the English, try to remember what the foreign is, turn it over and see whether you got it right. And the ones you got wrong go back in the stack. And then once you've got them all right, you shuffle them all back into the deck and go through the other way around, foreign to English.
I like that idea.
So I was sitting with this stack of cards, got ludicrously big. It was a big vocabulary list.
I can imagine.
I was sitting with sort of a third of it on a bench beside the river, going through vocab. Just nice. You got the sound of babbling water, fresh air, little breeze, peaceful. It's good place for it. And this duck came across and just sort of looked at me for a while and wandered off again. Bizarre behavior. Maybe expecting to be fed. And it takes a long time to learn a language. So I was down there day after day. I took a packet of plain hobnobs with me and was nibbling hobnobs. And, I got through a quarter of the packet, and there were ducks under the bench eating the crumbs. Over the course of a couple of weeks, I got through the entire packet of hobnobs, and the ducks got to the point where one of them actually jumped onto the bench and into my lap to eat the crumbs off, the bottom of my shirt.
Can I just clarify something? It took you weeks to get through one packet of hobnobs?
I was concerned about staying fit. But this became this big crowd of
No,
ducks
no, wait,
would
that
arrive.
still doesn't compute. Sorry,
I
weeks to
know,
eat a
I'm
full
so
packet of
confused.
that.
As soon as I showed up, there would be just like 30 ducks and 3 more hens.
They were waiting for you.
And this was great. You know, I had ducks quite happily eating from my hands. There was one actually took a piece. I broke both sides off the hobnob, put the long piece from the middle into my mouth, and a duck jumped up and grabbed the other end of it. So I got an unexpected snog from a duck. This was fine, right? And I'm flicking crumbs to the moorhens at the back. Moorhen chicks are just adorable. This little tiny ball of fluff on stilts running around like a lunatic. Look insane. And then this goose showed up at me. The hell was that? And if you want the translation from goose to English, give me them hobnobs. Piss off. Give me them hobnobs. Piss off. I'll have you. I will. I'll break your kneecaps. Give me them hobnobs. I'm not giving you fuck all, goose. This is my riverbank. I want them hobnobs. Hand them over. You're going to get kicked in the head any minute now, bird. I'm telling you, your head isn't higher than my boots can swing. Give me them hobnobs. Come here.
Geese are like the little henchmen to swans. I mean, swans are the big bosses and they're evil. But
a goose would realize that, the foot being swung at its head is about as big as its own body. And it is losing this fight. This one, nope. This one did not understand the concept. This one thought it was a Jurassic Park Velociraptor.
Nice. I just want to clarify something. I'm not horrified that a packet of hobnobs can last for more than 5 minutes. It's not that. The idea of one packet of hobnobs for weeks without going stale and nasty. But yeah, anyone having that self-control, I'm not horrified. I'm just very fucking confused.
Yes, like how? I mean, isn't it the rules you have to eat the whole packet of hobnobs once you open them? You have to finish them as quickly.
They're like
as
Pringles.
possible?
You can't just like leave them like that.
No, you have to eat them all at once.
That is not the only packet of hobnobs that's lasted a long time. One of them started making weird noises in the night. It took me a while to eventually spot what was happening, but I had the window open, and one of those ones that opens 6 inches and then latches there, so it's still safe. And this packet of hobnobs on the windowsill, lying on its side, half finished. So you've got the open end, and then this big space, and then a half-length stack of hobnobs in the bottom half of the packet. And a female chaffinch came in under the window, went into the packet, checked out the hobnob, came back out, went down the side, pecking at the side until she found the part that still had biscuits in it, pecked behind the top biscuit to make it fall over, went back to the open end, back down the inside, broke off a chunk of biscuit, carried it out of the packet, hopped out under the open window and flew off with it. A girl.
Genius.
Mm-hmm. This is why you have to finish hobnobs as quickly as possible and not leave any for others.
I suggest. I'm guessing these were plain hobnobs. They weren't like the chocolate ones, because the chocolate ones you just can't leave. It's illegal against the morality of all nations.
Chocolate is very bad for birds. So if I open a packet of dark chocolate hobnobs, I do eat them all in one go.
Good.
Just to make sure that no birds get poisoned by the chocolate on them.
So you do know how to eat hobnobs.
Before you get to that, swans are scary bastards, and those things you have over there do not like Americans. No, they don't. But then you kind of make yourself an easy target there, Blue. You do. I'm gonna say nothing more because I don't want to be upsetting any American audience members, but you kind of do make yourself like the tourist. And do you know what? It's not even geese. It's not even swans. For Americans, not just Americans, for any kind of tourist, it's the shyhawks. It is the fucking shyhawks. It is the seagulls, especially in like the touristy towns like Blackpool and fucking Brighton and shit. They know who to target. They fucking know.
Oh Christ! I mean, surely you've been out to Bray or Howth and tried to eat chips out there.
Oh, they won't let you.
Loud. Oh my God!
Shite hawks are right on you. They're zeroing in from the time you step away from the chip van.
I actually managed to punch one day.
Nice.
because it was going after me chips so much, and he was getting so close. And so I got the timing perfectly right and punched him, and he landed on the ground. And
I am against violence against all animals except shyhawks. And
oh,
pigeons.
God. The rest of them
Shyhawks and
avoided
pigeons,
my
you can do what
punches,
the
but
fuck you want.
yeah, shitehawks. Oh God, ugh,
Yeah.
horrible things.
Rats,
Yeah.
grey squirrels, American mink running around Europe.
Don't you know? I hate mink as well, but that's because I own a farm. But you know, I can have tolerance. I can understand from where a lot of animals come from, with the whole "I need to survive" thing. Shite hawks are just assholes,
Yep.
and pigeons are just rats with wings.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So I have no tolerance for either of them. I really don't care. Swans are a little bit more like, if you come onto my territory, you're fucked. And Americans have this thing, not all Americans, hashtag not all Americans, but Americans have this thing where they think they own anywhere their foot lands. And so the swan is there to remind you, you don't own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seagulls, shyhawks, they're just mentally evil. Like,
Oh,
they go to the extreme forms of evilness.
and there's
So-
way too many of them. They don't need to be taken care of. Do it thinning the herd.
We were in a park. I was with Tatty, Etty, and Tusk there recently when I went over on holiday, and we were in the Botanic Gardens, and we were sitting down, and I think it was Tusk that threw like the crumbs of a sandwich or something into the birds, and the shite hawks came down and ate everything. Just one was just like, try it and I'll kill you. This food is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Something that could have fed like 20 little birds, and no. They're
I had
evil.
a funny moment with that here. I threw out the crust from a quiche because sometimes the crust is like an inch thick and kind of dull.
Yeah.
Just eat the nice bit from the middle. And there was a blackbird on the lawn eating this quiche crust, Turnus merula, thrush, pecking away at this quiche crust, taking off little tiny nibbles of it. There's a sodding great carrion crow sitting in the tree above him, looking down, just watching. Well, that's a bit strange, because I'd expect a carrion crow to be just like, you off, that's mine now. Or actually attack the bird, but he just stood there and watched. That is very strange behavior for a crow. And then magpie came in, chased off the blackbird and grabbed the quiche crust. And that crow went to that magpie like, you get the hell away from my babies. Magpie had a really rough day. 5 minutes later, the blackbird is back eating the quiche crust and the crow is back in the tree watching.
Yeah. See, I have respect for the magpies. Magpies are cunts too, but magpies are the only birds that will give it to cats and say, come at me, bitch. And the cat will run the fucking opposite way.
Magpies are clever fuckers, though. They really are. They're super clever.
Yeah, they are.
It's not like the shite hawks who are just idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like shithawks at all. I don't like them.
Nobody likes shithawks.
I've seen a magpie, a duck, mallard, go at a cat. The mallard was nesting next to a pond. The cat got a little bit too close, and the mallard just got up and started walking towards this cat. Just no, perfectly rhythm. It was every foot, every step with the right foot, left, 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 left.
He was an army duck.
An attack duck. I'm wondering, Blue Marble Science, those fuckers you have are the size of pterodactyls. Is that the shyhawks that you're talking about? Yeah. They're fucking huge and it's ridiculous. And they're so big because they don't give a shit. They will just take whatever they can get from anyone and everyone. Like, yeah, they're evil.
Totally evil.
I love the fact that we got to birds from like fucking talking about ducks.
talking about ABBA and baby sharks, and now we're talking about baby birds.
Hey, we can talk about ABBA and birds at the same time. They have a song called Eagle.
I'm not as up with my ABBA discography as you are, Sabe.
Go and get so I can sing Eagle to him. Go on.
Yeah, but how do we work in Baby Shark into this as well? That's the other question. I'm sure Jeff will figure it out eventually.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Oh, he's mad.
You aren't?
I'm fucking demented. I needed this chat. I did.
The more spectacular get off my riverbank was it did involve ducks. Ducks, different river, but there was another, swarm, shoal, flock, whatever you call them, of ducks that people feed at the steps where the rowing boats launch, and these ducks have just been fed. So there's this big, patch of ducks just hanging around on the steps and at the side of the river. And somebody brought one of those little, excessively hairy, slightly overgrown rats. Well, ferrets, actually, more close to it. Yeah, that they call a dog. It's like a miniature
ankle
terrier,
biters.
but smaller and more stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing came into the park, and whoever it was led it off the lead, and it went zipping across the grass towards these ducks, going, yip, 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 and scared them all off because it thought it was funny. Down the steps, chasing these ducks, having a great time, and stopped right at the edge of the water, watching these ducks all fly away in a big panic because they were being attacked. And as it's standing there, feeling really proud of itself, the one remaining member of the flock of ducks comes around. You've got a wall at the side of the river, and then the wall bends back in a right angle where the steps go down. So where this dog is, he can't see upriver at all. He can see along the step downriver, he can see across the river. To his right is a wall, which makes this right angle bend, and the river is coming from out of sight to his right. And on this river is the last member of the flock of birds that he is harassing, which is the swan.
Which is Blue's best friend.
This thing's shoulders were at the same height as the top of the dog's head. And then you've got this long dragon neck going up to this
I love it.
head bigger than his at the top, which just swivels round to look at him like, the fuck did you just say?
Hell fucking yes. How fast did that dog run with his tail between his fucking legs when the fucking swan reared up and said, "Come at me, bitch"?
About 40 miles per hour.
Yes. Run, ankle biter, run. Like, okay, I can get on with any dog. I like dogs. I like cats. People know I like animals. It's fine. But my favorite dogs are larger dogs. Something that's larger than your knee. Obviously not when they're puppies. But I don't think I'd be able to own anything, or I don't even like the word own. I view pet ownership as pet guardianship, and I don't think I'd be able to be a guardian of something that would be below my calf or below my knee. It would just, because they're so unpredictable with their behavior and they're so agitated all the time. No.
That's why cats are better.
Cats are much better. I'm trying to explain this to people. Like the thing with cats is, like, a lot of people approach cats with dog tinted eyes. They think they don't take the time to learn cat language. And oh my god, stop kicking my ribs, you little shit. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Sorry, baby letting himself know that he's here. Like, oh fuck. But yeah, you really need to learn cat language, and once you understand cat language, then you get along with a cat.
Oh yeah, it's 99% body language, and they give very clear signs that they are going to chew your finger off right now if you don't stop.
Well, with most animals, it's all about body language, but you have to learn the correct body language.
Yeah.
With a cat, it's different to a dog. With a dog, it's different to a goat. With a goat, it's different to a cow. No matter what animal you're working with, if you learn the body language attached to that animal and learn their language, and that's the thing, when you're choosing to take care of an animal, it's up to you to go to the animal's level, and instead what we expect is the animal to come to our level.
Yeah, but their brains just aren't big enough for it. I mean, it's like tiny kitty brain can't think like us. So
Yeah.
she scratches and she bites me because I'm not thinking like she thinks.
Hmm.
And my daughter Molly still is trying to figure that out. And she's 10 now, and the cat's a year older than her, so they've
Well,
grown up with each other. And
I
we
had
still get it wrong.
yeah, I had a bearded dragon years ago called Lucy, and I got her because the person that was looking after her, or that got her originally, didn't realize that she'd grow that big and didn't know how to look after her properly. And they do this head bobbing thing, and she thought it was like, and it's part of their body language, it's part of their communication, when they're excited or whatever. But they do this head bobbing thing, and she thought like there was something wrong with its brain because it was head bobbing under the heating lamp, like under the basking area. And you're just sitting there like, have you done any preparation whatsoever in learning how to look after a bearded dragon? Because if you haven't, give her the fuck to me, you know. So I ended up with this bearded dragon.
That sounds like the bearded dragon was quite happy under its lamp.
Very happy, but she thought it was like it had damaged its brain somehow, and that's why it was bobbing. Instead of actually doing very, very simple tasks to learn body language of a bearded dragon or of a lizard, she just assumed that the head bobbing was like it damaged its brain. And she was freaking out, and she didn't want to look after it anymore. And it was so fucking sad. This beautiful thing was so healthy and so beautiful. I had it for another 7 years. Um,
Cool.
Loved that bearded dragon, but yeah, it was just again, it's the idea that like an animal has to learn your language, and you put absolutely no time or effort or energy into learning theirs. Um, so if what I say to everyone who's thinking about getting an animal is stop looking at it as though you own the animal. You don't own a life. You are the guardian for that life. And it is your duty to speak on behalf of that animal. So fucking learn how to speak on behalf of the animal. And it just
Yeah,
frustrates me when people don't do simple things to prepare for life with an
I,
animal.
I I would go a bit further than just guardianship. I mean, I see my cat as my companion. She's my
Mm-hmm.
best friend. Even though she's got four paws and is fluffy, I think of her more, I think more of her than humans.
Yeah, but you know, like it's more the mindset I'm thinking of. When you're a guardian of something, especially when you think of guardianship, you think of children. The child can't speak for itself. The child can't vocalize in the way that we can, and it's
Yeah.
our job to be the carer for that life, in the wider society
Oh yeah,
and
no,
in
I
our
mean myself, my daughter and my cat are my best friends because I know and will take care of them for the rest of their lives as long as I can do anything about it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm gonna do my darn bestest to make sure that my cat goes to someone either good here in Sweden if I can't bring her home to Ireland.
Yeah, I
So,
reported someone. I reported someone because recently, because their dog, who was a puppy, was put on a bed, and they were about to put the puppy down because it broke its leg. I'm not even joking.
no, that's not fair.
The puppy broke its fucking leg, and she wanted to put it down.
That they didn't want a pet in the first place. They just wanted a puppy.
Yeah.
They didn't want the commitment for a lifetime
Hmm.
of the animal.
And I think that's what annoys me, and that's why I kind of when you believe yourself to be an owner of something, you can do whatever you want because you own that thing. But an animal isn't a thing; it's a life.
Oh yeah.
And
I
so the
mean,
mindset should be in guardianship, not ownership.
as I've said to anybody who's met me anywhere, I spoil my cat and my child. I spoil them rotten. And especially the cat, because obviously she can't take care of herself. So I have to open the tins of tuna that I give her and make sure she's well kept, and she returns the favor by being snuggly and cute.
Yes.
There you go. And speaking of pets, yay, spot the goat.
Find the goat, and since I don't know where it is and I can't be arsed looking, it's up to you, Jeff, to figure out who actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Molly just asked, who knows where the goat is? And I was like, you have to find it. Look really closely at the picture and find the goat somewhere. And maybe
Molly's
next
got
week
to
you
go.
can
Is she
be
going to let
on.
you join her next week?
I
Yeah.
love right, because there's a few people out there in YouTube land that gets very hesitant to come onto a stream, especially a stream like this, and that's understandable. If you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. First time, Nimrod, when you start coming into the stream, when I said, do you actually want to be on the stream, you were like, no, I can't come on. Were you that fucking nervous?
No. Half the time I'm just messing.
Good.
And there was when I did find the goat, when I did actually find the goat, some things happened to me that I wasn't able to come on actually.
Okay.
But there was real life getting in the way. But I'm getting to be a bit of an old hat now, joining people's streams all over the place. Mr. 42, and obviously I was on Score's channel yesterday. And when I get home to Ireland, I might even start doing my own if
Yay.
he's would want to join me. So we'll see what's going to happen. But
I
yeah,
need
no.
to tackle this right now. I need to tackle this. Goats are not good pets. My father used to have a goat as a pet. It dominated that whole neighborhood. Two things on that, right? Goats make excellent pets. They are more intelligent than dogs, or most dogs. They are very easily handleable. The question is, especially from birth, this is the tip I'll give you. If you're going to get a goat, make sure that the goat has been handled from birth. If you just have an animal and shove it into a field and don't interact with it at all, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit standoffish with you. Second of all, it dominated the whole neighborhood. You need to keep a goat penned in. A goat is a roamer. They don't eat grass, they eat everything else in the grass before they leave the grass. So if you don't have like the herbs and the little plants and the little weeds, then they are going to go elsewhere unless you actually take the time to ensure that they're enclosed in your patch. Our goats, and what they'll do is, especially if they have a shed that they know that they can go into for shelter, they'll start furthest away from the shed, and then gradually they will come home. They'll come back, and that's part of the exploration that goes. Because again, goats are very intelligent. But goats are very good pets, and the reason why, if you look at the videos that I've put up on our goats, or um the the tours of the farm, you will see my goats. When I come down to them, they'll immediately come up to me. The only thing I will say is when it's feeding time, because goats need about 6 hours of grazing a day. You have to respect the goat as the goat. It's like respecting a cat as a cat, not a dog. And when it's time to feed, you have to respect the goat as a goat. and allow it to have that time to actually graze and have the time. But what I will say is having more than one goat, having 2 or 3, like with cats, is doing half your job, because it's keeping the goat civilized by having other goats or other creatures around. It doesn't even have to be other goats. It can be dogs. It can be cats. Goats can get along. I've seen a goat be adopted by a cow and live under the cow. So when it's raining, they'll go under the cow for shelter. I'm not even joking. I've seen that in my life. And so they get on with pretty much any animal. So they shouldn't be left on their own, because then they become very skeptical of anything around them, because they are so intelligent.
They get on with any animal except seagulls.
So
Depends.
Your pal Al wants to know how you pick up a goat.
How you pick up a goat? Will I have to do a video of that? Will I have to?
Do you need consent?
Definitely, always have consent. A goat's buck is very painful, and a headbutt is even worse. So yes, definitely, I would imagine getting consent will be a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to get that consent if they actually know you and if they have a connection to you. So, right. So the butting with a goat, the butting with a goat is not necessarily aggression. Goats butt as part of play, but you can train them out of it. So that's I just wanted to make that point. When a goat is butting you, it doesn't automatically mean they're being aggressive towards you. It might just mean they want to play and there's nobody else to play with. Again, it's understanding the language of the animal that you've chosen to keep. So, yeah, the dog bit its ear. Oh, poor baby.
Well, that's good for you, Demon Orb, but you mind telling us where you found it?
Be specific.
Yeah, Molly's saying that the goat is somewhere in the picture.
Nice.
No.
But which picture, Molly?
No.
There are hundreds.
No.
She's pointing at the entire screen and waving her hand, going, "The goat is somewhere here."
Picture, yeah, Inception.
Peter says there's a portrait of an old goat to Crafty's left.
There's also a picture of an old bag.
If you turn the brightness up, you can just make out a dragon's head left of Crafty's knees, which is kind of strange.
How did that sneak in there? Oh. What yeah.
Keela, you said that you wouldn't want a pet that was less than knee high.
Yes.
And you want a cat. So are you planning to adopt an
ocelot? Dog.
Or a
No, a dog. I wouldn't want a dog less than knee high.
Well,
now again, if it's a puppy, I can understand because it'll grow. But yeah, one of those fucking ankle biters, no thank you.
Yeah, cats have a personality, unlike those small dogs who just go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who is this? Absolutely Flat Earth Vodka. Hello. Welcome to Flat Mars. It is nice to meet you. I don't know if you have another name on here, but okay. Welcome to the stream.
Absolutely.
Would we take a guess and say that might be somebody who loves ABBA an awful lot?
Oh, this person was in a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, no.
There was another person who loved ABBA even more than that a while ago. Yeah, but
no, it's not Tusk.
Do members of the Flat Mars Society say that Earth isn't physical; it's just a light in the sky?
Yeah.
The disc. Mwahahaha. No, that's not Tusk. See, Etty's confirming. Etty is my little spy. But yeah, nice to see you.
Molly is having a hard time finding the goat, and I think that's the idea, Molly.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the challenge. And again, like, it's just a bit of fun. And the reason why we do it is so like people do get a chance to come onto a stream that have never really been invited onto streams before. We get to know you as well as you getting to know us. That's part of the fun. Corgis. I wouldn't be able to own corgis. I don't mind corgis. I don't mind saying hello to other people's corgis, but I don't want to own them.
One. No, I'm only here because I accidentally guessed right the last time you were on. I just took a chance. It was right.
And that's part of the fun.
Sorry, I definitely did spot the goat the last time. Sorry. I meant I definitely did spot the goat. It wasn't an accident.
Well, even guesses. If guesses are right and you're very fucking lucky, then yeah, being on the stream. And again, what I love about the stream is nothing goes. Like there's no set kind of attitude towards it. It's just whatever fucking happens on stream happens on stream. Right. And we have a laugh and we get to know each other. That's
just throw it at the fan and see what sticks.
That's it.
Yep. Molly's getting very irritated because she wants to know where the goat is now. People, guess where the goat is.
Here's the thing. You have to explain to Molly that she wouldn't be able to play Spot the Goat at this week anyway because you're already on the stream.
I know.
As sad as that is.
Oh, Molly could
She's already in the stream technically.
Yeah, I'm already in the stream.
So you can't guess where the goat is anyway because we're already on stream.
Yes, but I want to know where it is.
Well, you just have to wait for the reveal.
Yeah, we can't tell everybody else who's trying to guess where the goat is before they've guessed where the goat is. And no, it's not hiding under Crafty's dress.
No, it's not. Or the bump. Because that was a guess earlier. Well, yeah, it's a weird thing because
what do you like? B-52, a White Russian.
Yeah, what vodka do you like?
Is anybody actually ordering Russian brides this year?
No.
They're going extra cheap.
Cheetahs are also more than knee high. I have worked with cheetahs before. Cheetahs and leopards. I worked with a conservation place in just outside Johannesburg for 3 months. So I have worked with cheetahs. Cheetahs are amazing creatures.
Now that's a cat you can respect.
I had a friend who used to work at the airport with me, used to work in a zoo in Poland, and she hand-reared 4 baby tigers. And she says every time she goes back, she can do some special call and they'll all come running out to her.
Absolutely. Crafty shouldn't be drinking. That's questionable. That is very fucking questionable right there. Like, because I've been told that I'm allowed red wine, and I've been told that I'm allowed a little bit, just not like spirits and not too much. But I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't.
Well,
if I need,
it wasn't that long ago that the doctors recommended that women drink Guinness.
Guinness, yeah.
And that Guinness used to deliver to the maternity hospitals around Dublin.
I'd rather have a Murphy's. That's all I'd say about that. But even with that,
you'll have to go down to Cork for that delivery.
I know. That makes me sad.
They're still back in the Stone Ages down there, so maybe they still deliver.
Hey.
Sorry, the bog ages.
Cork City isn't that bad, right? It's not like Galway.
Cork is a city.
Like Galway.
Hello, Gary.
Gary Wayabanga.
It is good to see
Lord.
you. But
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary has me blocked for some reason.
Aw, don't be blocking people, Gary. It's not cool. I mean, people are very, very rude to Gary, but then Gary copy and paste stuff. He knows not to do that in this chat, so he will actually talk to us, which is awesome. Why are you just listing fucking vodkas? What's happening here, Sable Eagle? It makes me sad. It's like get me alcohol now at like 1:45 in the day. No. Explain yourself. Yeah. I mean, they recommend because they don't know how much damage or how much it can affect the fetus. They tell you not to drink, but then like my midwife was like, if you want to drink, like it's not the end of the world. Just as long as you're not drinking like a bottle of wine or a thing of spirits every bloody day, you know. But it's not the worst thing in the world to have a drink, and it's actually going to do your stress levels no good if you're telling yourself that you can't have something. It makes your stress levels go through the roof, believe me.
Everything in moderation, I guess.
Yeah.
And as for the Guinness part, I mean, the doctors recommended it because the amount of iron in Guinness far outweighed whatever damage the alcohol might be doing. And I mean,
yeah, sure. One of the things,
Crafty, yourself and myself all come from long before they stopped saying to women that they shouldn't drink during pregnancy. So, you know, and people.
Well, it used to be recommended as well that like once you have your baby, you did especially during teething, what you did was either brandy or the head of the Guinness. You dipped the soother in, you dipped the pacifier in.
That's it. Rub a bit of whiskey on the gums for when they're teething and
yeah,
the likes of that.
Nobody dipped my pacifier in beer, but we did have an old towel that my dad would just tie a knot in the end and dip in whiskey for me to chew on when I was teething.
Nice.
Mr. E-Man. Mr. E-Man for 333 just because I wanted to. Thank you, Mr. E-Man.
I don't understand people's obsession with 333.
No, neither do I. It's I think it's just because we use the CH instead of TH. And I don't know, 30.
But no, I say 333 properly. I don't.
Oh,
I use. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with.
Well, I mean, look, if people, that is one thing that surprised me the most when I started off. I couldn't believe that was the one thing that people latched onto was how I said 3 or 30
or 33
or 33.
That's 333.
Yeah, but when I turned 33 6 years ago, I got the massive slaggings from everybody. Oh, you're a dirty tree now. No, I'm 33.
Look, whatever keeps them happy. I'm happy enough to say it.
I was drunk because it was New Year's, so I didn't really care.
It's all right. I'm now 34, so fuck yous all. Oh, great crack.
I'm nearly out of my dirty 30s, so soon I won't have to worry about that anymore too much. Once a decade.
Yeah, but Nimrod, your daughter's almost into her teenage years. You're going to have to worry about that instead.
I'll be in Ireland for most of that.
Yay!
And she'll be in Sweden for most of that with her mother.
Apparently I'm wrong. I'm 33 and 3/3. Oh, he's our gas.
I love it. I love it.
I'm 33 and 3 squared.
I'm 34, yes fuckers, right? So no turds about it.
I'm too old for all that romance shit.
You say that. We can find something. Oh, we can find something. What have you sent me?
Has anybody guessed where the goat is yet?
No, I think people gave up on that.
Probably.
Because even my daughter couldn't find it anywhere. She even started pointing at my ceiling and said, "It's on my ceiling."
Well, Fade Eagle has found it. Which, yeah, but you have to keep it quiet now because, like, it's them's the rules. Oh, little shit, right? Keeps trying to crawl up under my ribs, and I don't know why. I really don't understand the fascination with my fucking ribs. It's the wrong way. You don't get out that way.
Don't tell me you've got a flurf in there.
That'd be
Whoever
like,
it is just going straight for your heart.
yeah. No, he and it's the right hand side as well. I don't know what the fascination is, but it's just the right hand side. He tries to get up under my ribs.
Maybe it is like maybe it is going to be like the scene in Alien where the
yeah, just busts out my chest.
Jesus, the turtle moves. Oh God.
Mr. E-Man is guessing. Mr. E-Man is guessing.
Maybe the baby is short of iron and is going for your liver because liver is rich in iron and vitamin A.
Well,
are you calling my baby a cannibal?
Aren't they all? Isn't that what they do at that age?
Oh, that's one for you, Reason.
Oh, bugger off, Clive.
Baby crafty do 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 baby crafty do do.
Shut up.
I love it. This is the difference between when Reason hides the goat and when Tatty hides it.
Oh, we all know where Tatty hides the goat. In between the mashed potatoes and the carrots.
Yes,
that's right.
In the drawer. In the
drawer. That's right. Second from the left, 2 rows back.
I'm saying nothing. I can neither confirm or deny that.
Yeah.
And no comment is more incriminating than an A
put up a
comment.
background set of a goddamn drawer full of potatoes and put your face in mine.
We have lost all run of the stream.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think anyone's gonna find it other than Sadie. Say, do you have like a fucking a magnifying glass up next to like a 40-inch screen or some shit?
No. I do have 6.5 corrected vision. Marginally better than 2020, but no. I'm just using an ordinary 19-inch 1920 by 1080 monitor.
Has Demon Orb found it? Demon Orb, if you have found it, definitely speak up.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think he has. I think he has found it based on that last.
Yeah, I think Demon Orb has found it.
Yes.
Let's see. I'll have my goat shaken, not stirred. Nah, I'm not going to accept that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, that is a clue, but definitely, if you found it and if you want to come on, definitely speak up. Might have given a clue. Might have. But yeah. Trying to get this little bugger to stop jumping up under my feckin' ribs. Bear with me, folks. Oh, do you know what? 7.5 years birthing goats, I would do that any day of the week rather than fucking this.
Can you imagine what it's like for a goat?
Yeah, as long as I'm not feeling it, I don't give a shit. And they often carry more than fucking one as well, like.
That's right. Goats have hooves.
Let's hope Crafty's doesn't.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't.
That'd
It
be
doesn't. I've
funny.
seen the ultrasound. It has hands. It has feet. We're good.
Okay,
That's what they
alright.
want you to believe. It's
Stop
all
you.
CGI.
Yeah.
the
I'm
horns
telling
don't come
you.
in until they enter puberty.
Next thing you know, she gives birth to a little minotaur.
Ooh. Etty says, I'm starting a thing on my channel. It's going to be so cute. My plus... What? My plus your baby may like it. Oh, okay. In the future. Yeah. Oh, she's going to be reading in the dyslexicness of Etty. That'll be interesting.
Ah, well, that's a good way to go about it.
I still think, right, if there's any people who are inventive out there at all, we had a conversation the last time Blue Marble Science was on, and I don't know if Blue is still in the chat, but he agreed to do like flirt stories. So if there's anyone good at like writing little short stories, let us know, because I want to get Blue to record them.
What kind of short stories? For
I
kids?
don't know. No, just anything.
Just short
crack.
Absolutely flat earth vodka. Let's open the Gassy Goat pub. That has got to be
Ooh.
a sock for somebody.
Yeah, probably. I don't care, but I like that idea. The Gassy Go pub.
The Gassy Goat pub. It has to be said from a north sider. The Grassy Goat.
You can't even say it. You can't even fucking say it. Look at you.
That's because I'm laughing at the idea and how brilliant it is.
We should put it in Glasnevin just to piss off the fucking fancy ants.
Oh, definitely.
I can't write the stories, but if somebody else can write them, I can actually write the story, the plot part. I can write scenes for it. I just suck at coming up with story ideas.
Let's see. So, Blue, if you're listening back to this, or if you're still in the chat, let us know if you're still interested in doing that, because I would love to get that going.
Cool. That would be cool.
I seen there was, I can't remember. I think it was r/, and there was this advert. He was going through like adverts for partners or whatever, and it's like, or fucking Tinder, is it? And it was like they have to be this, a flat earther, and intelligent. This. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Tatty Boggle, you can go and feck off if you think we're going to do anything in D4, by the way.
The D4 heads. I mean, having a pub called the Gassy Goat in D4 would really piss them off. Just saying.
Well, I suppose we could charge 4 times the price of what it actually costs for a pint, and they wouldn't notice. We'd make a killing.
And just the fact that it's called the Gassy Goat in a D4 area with fucking people that speak with marbles in their mouth. Like it's ridiculous. It does actually sound like they have marbles in their mouths and they're trying not to drop them. It's fucking hysterical. Anyone that wants to know what I'm talking about, go and look at RTE. That's like the basic starter pack for D4 heads.
Looks like we got a winner, Crafty.
Yay!
I'm assuming D4 is a postcode.
Yes.
To me, D4 just sounds like D20, as in Dungeons and Dragons type games.
I've never played it.
People who can't handle numbers bigger than 5.
Yeah, I've never played D&D. I've never even attempted to play D&D.
Okay, here she be, folks.
You come all the way across the Leeds and join
We got us a winner. Demon Orb. You did it, buddy.
Hello, the Gassy Go pub welcomes all flat earth Martians.
I'll tell you
what. Yeah,
what.
because you'd have to be fucking mental to walk into it.
Flat Earth Vodka, if you can show up at the Gassy Goat pub with photos and videos that you took on Mars showing it's flat, you will be very welcome.
You'll be considered a partner.
Yeah.
Is that a shaker? Yes, it's a shaker. That's where the goat is, and it's it's obvious once it's been pointed out where the goat is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Because you
couldn't
can
be
see
arsed
those
looking.
floppy ears.
I'm not commenting on that. Um, it's not shaking though. That's because it's resting. It's resting. That's because people that like cocktails. I don't understand people that like cocktails. I really don't understand them. And my sister likes cocktails. I don't get it.
Long Island iced tea is delicious.
Any tea that you have to put ice in is wrong.
There is no
Long,
tea in
Long
Long
Island
Island
iced
iced tea.
tea. Long Island
It,
iced tea is basically just alcohol.
it's
Okay, it's not
I
actual
think it's
tea then.
equal parts 4 different spirits and Coke or something like that. There is no tea in it. It's just
No,
a name
I
for
had
it.
a girl come to the farm once, and I think she was from Colorado, and she kept making these pictures of iced tea that just looked so fucking wrong. And she would do it out of black tea, like normal tea bags, and I'm just sitting there. She put fucking ice into the thing. And I'm just like,
Yeah, but
what is wrong with you?
Americans don't know how to boil water.
But yeah, but that's the thing. Like it was like October, November time. It's not like it was middle of summer. But even if it was tea that is cold, no. Any tea that you have to put fucking ice into it is wrong.
Somewhere like
Well,
Louisiana or Mississippi in summer, you don't care what it tastes like. You just want it so cold that you can't taste it. And like at least 99.5% water, which is
yes.
a pretty accurate description of American beers.
Yeah, pretty much. But if you want, what you would do better to just put a fucking bottle of water into the freezer for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
There you go.
Americans don't understand that. They want something full of sugar.
This is true. No offense to the Americans that are watching.
Yorkshire
Oh,
in winter, you want something really strong that'll make you feel warm. So
It's like fucking Americans trying to make chocolate. Just no. Just don't do it. It's so wrong.
yeah, Yanks on their chocolate.
I knew someone that came over on Erasmus in university, and they'd only had like they were addicted to chocolate, and like the first fucking week they're like, "Where do I get chocolate?" And I'm like, "Any fucking shop," but it's not real chocolate, and I'm like, "Define real chocolate." Like you can't get better than Cadbury's. I'm sorry, you just Cadbury's and Lindt chocolate. You just can't get better than. In my
Oh,
view, in my
Lint.
view.
green and blacks is all right.
But I introduced her to Cadbury's, and her world was never the same again.
Anyways,
she
have
has
a
a
look at
friend.
the
She has a
cocktails,
friend that
right?
goes over, but she has a friend that comes over every year to Ireland, and goes back with like half a suitcase full of dairy milk.
I don't like. Of all the Cadbury's chocolate that's out there, I don't like dairy milk.
Get the fuck.
Which one?
And that was it. Yeah, bye,
It's
Nimrod.
it's the only chocolate by Cadbury's that I don't really like is their dairy milk. Everything else
That's like their
perfectly
signature
okay.
fucking bar. Everything else is built around the dairy milk.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but this is
It's-
why
You're a weirdo.
that's why that yeah, I know I'm a weirdo and I think it's really odd that that's the one chocolate that I don't like by by Cadbury's.
I
It's
love
the thing
those.
that's made of
Those.
everything.
I love those Cadbury Easter cream eggs.
Oh God, no.
Oh, they're awesome. Especially the caramel eggs. Oh,
Oh
oh.
yes. Yes.
See, if I was going to go
Cadbury's
for
Caramello.
the Cadbury's caramel isn't great. The Galaxy caramel ones are better. I'm just going to put that out there. Anyway, it is 2:00. Well, it's after fucking 2:00 for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I need to fuck off and go to my mummy's for dinner. So I'm going to say goodbye to people. So Sable Eagle, say goodbye to people.
Goodbye to people.
Goodbye to people. And is there anything that you're getting up to in the next little while?
possibly cycling up the North Yorkshire moors because I have made videos on every single valley in the North Yorkshire Dales. Sorry, the Yorkshire Dales. So the moors are next. Last time I tried it, I took a couple of wrong turns and ended up climbing effectively Sutton Bank from 3 different directions. Which
you don't want to
got
get lost.
a little sore.
Nice. Nimrod, am I allowed to share your video
Yes.
so that people see the cuteness that I've been exhibiting over the last couple of weeks when you send me photos? Look at the kitty!
The fur boss
Kitty.
and the candy
And the
queen.
lady.
That's
Oh,
it, the
Molly.
fur boss and the candy queen. Say
Yay.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Oh, she is so cute! She is. It's overload. It's overload for me. I love that cat.
She is a fluff monster. And so
Fluff
pretty.
monster.
And loud.
And very loud. She is purring like nobody's business.
Yeah, she was happy to be on stream. Woohoo!
Don't know if you can hear her through the microphone.
Oh, I can.
Yep. She's a loud one.
Yay! I barely hear her, but there we go.
She's just like, who's that? What are you doing?
She
For
doesn't
all the
quite-
ASMR fans out there, there's a little purr.
There you go.
So what are you doing to me?
Exactly.
Purring on the flip side.
That's it.
That makes me so happy. It's ridiculous. You have no idea how happy that makes me.
Nim kitty, yes, Nim kitty.
But
You need
keep us updated with whether or not you start the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. There will be plenty of advertisement going out whenever I decide to do stuff and can get stuff done.
Awesome.
Have to wait until I move home and see what happens.
Yep.
Reason, what have you been up to, or what are you going to be up to?
Well, you know me, still working away at getting things back up and running.
We're just doing
As usual, got the Real Reason coming up again next Saturday. Hopefully this week I'm going to have my sister back on, so that'll be fun. And depending on how you're feeling, Flipside again next week. Demon
Yes,
Orb,
hopefully.
our winner for today.
Nice. Well, yeah. I am working on some new material for all of the shows, and also I'm working with Cats on getting stuff back onto the debating channel. Agree to Disagree. If you're not subscribed, go check out Agree to Disagree debates, and we will be back up and running in the next little while as well. Thankfully,
Cool.
I've reached the stage where a little bit of energy is starting to come back.
Cool.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll stay.
Crafty, I need an invite to the Discord. Agree to Disagree if you remember to do that.
Yeah, I will send you one after we end the broadcast. But yeah, no
cool.
problem. I think the Discord, if you go into Agree to Disagree, any one of the thingies, the link is there. But I'll double check and make sure, because Cats has been so busy. I have been inaccessible to streaming. So
yeah, and you've also been too busy to notice I'm a new channel member as well.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
yay, thank you.
Cool.
Yes,
You must have missed that.
Most definitely. I'm sorry. I do have to go through, and that's the thing. Like when I do the created content, and there will be more of the created content, because when baby arrives, I probably won't be able to go live as much as I used to. So I'll probably be doing a lot more created content, and all the Patreons, all the members, you will be recognized on those created content. And I do appreciate it, because it does keep me ticking over, and it does renew my energy for actually making creative content. Because let me tell you, editing is shit. I fucking hate it. It does my head in, but I have to do it. But yeah, That's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't been able to put out. Just the energy isn't there. So
Yeah.
I
That's
am working on new
understandable.
stuff, and I am working on getting the debating channel back up and running. So
Awesome.
yay!
Yes, right.
But other than that, people, we will see you next week if I have the energy. Hopefully, I do. Because the tide is kind of turned now, and I am starting to get energy back. So, with all hope in the world, we'll have Flipside next week, and Damon Harp will be our guest. So, yay!
Yay.
Bye, people.
All right. Bye, folks.
Bob.